living Ariel's dream, guys. So we are waiting in line at the drive-thru at Starbucks. This seems like probably the most LA thing a person can do, so I thought I'd start here. Hi, my name is Sarah. I live in Los Angeles, California, and this is the first installment of The Long Way. Most of the Long Way videos, at least at first, are not going to be in LA, but I thought I would start here in my home city. First video, we are going to go out to Malibu. It's hard to get out to the beach without a little bit of caffeine on a Sunday morning, so we're waiting for coffee. It's a thing that happens a lot. I actually don't hit the drive-thru very often. I usually go to the coffee place, go inside, order my coffee. I'm also not a huge fan of Starbucks, but this place is on the way, so we're gonna do it. And again, it just seems like a very Southern California thing to do. Just sitting in my car, waiting for But, so we're here in Malibu, and we just had our first little adventure of the trip. This is why my channel is called The Long Way, because it's always like this. So last time I was in Malibu, I went to this strip mall that had a little kind of like liquor store, bodega, taco shack, and they had really great breakfast burritos, and they were delicious, and they were amazing, they were super cheap. They were like the perfect California breakfast. And so today I wanted to take you guys back there, and I went on Yelp before I drove out here, and I looked up breakfast burrito Malibu, and it sent me to this place called Lily's, and I was like, that's probably the name of that little liquor store. It was probably called Lily's, sure, Taqueria, Lily's, whatever. So I drive up here, and I get here, and this, as you can see, is not a liquor store. It's like a beautiful little strip mall. I'm not sure if the burritos we're about to eat are good, but they were the first thing that came up for Malibu breakfast burritos. So something kind of crazy just happened. So here, again, at this place I thought was going to be like a liquor store and a strip mall, it turned out to be in this gorgeous shopping center. Meanwhile, while I'm shooting my little video over there by that cool Mercedes, who is behind me? It's Sean Penn. A lot of people ask me when they come to LA, oh, I want to see a celebrity, and I usually tell them like, oh, it's never gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It's, you know, celebrities are just regular people, and there's actors, and they just have lives, and they just don't wander around in places. There's no place you can go to like see them. Apparently this random shopping center in Malibu is the answer to that. That's where you can see celebrities in LA. So this is a $7 breakfast in Malibu, California. It's a breakfast burrito. I don't know what all is in here. Right now, I'm seeing eggs, beans, might be some rice. It's a really huge burrito. There's probably some salsa in here somewhere. They gave me some hot sauce I'm probably going to put on in a moment. I have a water just in case hot sauce is very hot. It's a huge burrito. Almost too big for me to zoom out with my hands. I found myself a second moment. It's delicious. One thing I'll say is that there's a half-hour wait for this burrito, which a little crazy, but we're in LA, we're in Malibu, it's beach time, people are laid back, and maybe it's worth this 20-minute wait. So we couldn't come out to Malibu just for a burrito. Obviously, you have to come to the beach. I parked on the side of the road, up on PCH, which by the way stands for the Pacific Coast Highway, for you non-Angelinos out there. So we parked on the Pacific Coast Highway. There's a lot of traffic noise and a lot of wind, so I don't know. But we are headed down to El Matador Beach. I was hoping it would be probably gonna be pretty crowded. El Matador is a really famous beach. It's used a lot for locations in movies. When we go down there, you'll definitely recognize it. I want to say From Here to Eternity is the really famous movie with a scene on this beach, but you've seen this beach before. It's one of those beautiful beaches in California. And I'm gonna run across the street in traffic and get us down there. All right. El Matador is famous for is these huge rock formations. I'm actually hiding behind one because the wind is so strong today. It's very loud and it's very rocky. We have all these huge crags. And I'll show you a little bit more when I step out of here and, you know, get a wider view. Malibu also is complicated because it's a very wealthy part of Los Angeles, as I'm sure you guys could tell with that little mini mall we were in earlier with the burrito situation. But there are all these state beaches which are public and open and free to anyone. But once you get off the state beach, you start seeing what's behind me, which is rich people's beautiful houses. And the rich people who live in the beautiful houses don't really want people like us hanging around on their personal private beach that they paid millions of dollars for. So they try to keep people off of the beaches over there. There's one thing to know if you want to go on a long walk or if you want to sort of go exploring, which is that any place where the water touches is public and owned by the state and anyone can use it, which means that you can walk all along. You can see, you can't really see behind me, you can walk all along where the surf is and where the waves are coming in, but once you get to the dry sand, it's not public property anymore.
Everybody to the Wild Wild West, a state that's untouchable like Elliot Ness. The track hits your eardrum like a slug to your chest, like a vest for your Jimmy in the city of sex. We in that sunshine state where the bomb ass him be, the state where you never find a dance floor empty and pimp speed. On a mission for them greens, lean, mean, money making machines serving fiends. I've been in the game for 10 years making rap tunes. Ever since Honeys was wearing Sassoon, now it's 95 and they clock me and watch me diamond shining, looking like a Rob Liberace. It's all good from Diego to the Bay. Your city is the bomb if your city making pay. Throw up a finger if you feel the same way. Straight putting it down for California, yeah.
So I'm here in this slightly quieter part of the beach. Sort of saying goodbye to America. This is the Pacific. One moment. This is the Pacific Ocean behind me. It's the end of America, the westernmost point. And in a few days, I'm gonna get on a plane and I'm gonna go in that direction. I'm gonna go all the way across Asia to Istanbul, which is a city I've been to before, but I miss it. It'll be fantastic to go there again. And I'll be showing you guys some of my favorite things in Istanbul. Probably do another cheap breakfast because Istanbul has amazing breakfast. I love breakfast. I talked about how much I love breakfast. But this is my goodbye to America.